This is Janjo, and I'm building a deck, yeah! What's this deck? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. That's probably the last time I'll sing. So here we got this awesome deck. It's 2004 Water Chaos deck. This isn't a format I've really tackled that much, because it's just, like, what do you do in a format where everything's so busted? You kind of have to play the busted cards, and if you make the not busted cards, well, then it's just not that good. But, you know, I'm gonna have fun with it, and I think I have fun with this one, because in the Invasion of Chaos set, you had cards like Chaos Emperor Dragon, Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, Dark Magician of Chaos, but you also had another very powerful sort of Chaos monster in Levia Dragon Daedalus. This card was like a light version to Emperor Dragon, and where Chaos Sorcerer was a light Black Luster Soldier. See, Levia Dragon, for those who don't know, is that you can send one face-up Yumi you control to your side of the field to the graveyard to destroy all other cards on the field. So it was just a complete nuke, except for Levia Dragon. You may be wondering, well, what about Umi? Well, Legendary Ocean is Umi when it's on the field. It's really great. Well, it's always treated as Umi, so whether it's in your deck or it doesn't really matter. What about Levia Dragon is that I haven't seen any decks about it for 2004, or really much 2004 decks anyway, that isn't just, you know, plain Jane Chaos or like a Chaos Yada kind of thing. I would say this is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's definitely in the top 5 for sure. At least when it comes to art, I love it, as I have nostalgia for it. It's just really cool. And what's great about Daedalus is that when you destroy other cards, you can destroy light and dark cards too, and then continue your plays after that. So you can destroy light and dark monsters to inevitably special summon Chaos Emperor Dragon or Black Luster. Now I do have a separate, just a water deck for 2004 that will be made sometime after this. So if you want to keep up to date, definitely subscribe and ring that bell if you really are up to check that out when it comes out. And you know, and of course, if you have any suggestions for future, let me know in the comments, because that's where I read off my phone. Let's go off this. So obviously, we're gonna play mostly like the standard stuff you'd see. You know, 3 DD Warrior Ladies. You gotta banish all these broken cards. Kaiku 2 of, you need to stop your opponent also. And just a lot of kind of more cards you typically see. You know, you got the Chaos Monsters, Magical Scientists. You can special summon monsters as needed, 1,000 Eyes Restrict. You could summon, I don't have my entire fusion deck here, but you could also get stuff like Giltia or Reaper of the Nightmare. Pretty much anything that could possibly be destroyed and be used for Chaos plays. It's a possibility, or you could just use it for 1,000 Eyes Restrict, or just whatever you need to. It's great. Yatagarasu. I prefer not to add this in Chaos decks unless you're playing like a World Championship version of that, in which it went off the list that you couldn't use the Yatagarasu. So that's, you know, why you really see it. You kind of have to play for playing Chaos Emperor, and you kind of have to play Chaos Emperor if you're playing this format. So you're damned if you don't. Two-Face, because you just got so many powerful cards, and a lot more kind of techie stuff. You know, Sangan Witch can pull anything. Skill Dark Magician, I have this because I did have to add a couple cards, you know, stuff like Serpent, Levia Dragon, Yatagarasu. These aren't light or dark, so I kind of want a little bit more darks in here, especially if you're going to be banishing stuff like DD Warrior Lady. And also, it's just like a high attacker. I think that was good too, since you can beat over stuff like Kaiku if you need to. You got Mystic Tomato and Shiny Angel, just playing one. These are just, again, to really kind of fuel the graveyard, and you can pull stuff from it. With Shiny Angel, you can bring DD Warrior Lady, Magician of Faith, Tomato, you can get a Sangan, Witch, Magical Scientists, there's a lot of great stuff. And again, that's the problem with Chaos 2004 decks, that there's so many good cards. A lot of the builds are very similar, so it's like, what do you play, what don't you play? When it comes to the spells, you know, you have to cut out room for the engine. I'm only playing 2 Legendary Oceans. I initially had Terraforming, but I cut it out because you got plenty of draw power for using Mirage and Nightmare. So I just didn't have room for it. That's also why I'm not running Heavy Storm, because Legendary Ocean with Daedalus is like a Heavy Storm, and you don't want to destroy Legendary Ocean. So I'd rather just have 3 Typhoons. And if you're going to play 3 Typhoons, you might as well run Mirage and Nightmare at the same time. That's why I'm running it. Of course, you got like the power cards, you know, Raigeki, Pot of Greed, Painful Choice, Forceful Sentry. You're not running Duo or Confiscation. I just didn't have room for it. I'd rather just go all out and gonna go for that OTK potential in the case that I don't want to dump cards for your opponent with Confiscation. Kind of same thing with Duo, but also I'm not super worried about their hand because I just want to get to that you know, 1-2 punch when I can. Call a Haunted, Imperial Order, great just to stop anything that you might worry about. You could run like a Royal Decree if you wanted instead of like a Call the Haunted. Mirror Force, Ring, Torrential Tribute. You gotta play Torrential Tribute in this deck, right? You just constantly destroying everything with at least 3. Well, if you include Dark Hold and Raigeki, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 board wipes. That's really disgusting. And it's just it's a cool deck to see. Definitely building it was kind of tough. I think once I finished building this, I got more of a grasp on building a 2004 Chaos format deck. Just because I haven't really had much experience doing so. So it was fun to make. So definitely know what you think about this deck, and I'll see you all next time.